Sledaddicz is brought to you by Team Vincent Motorsports, Bergstrom Carbides, Ledger Performance, Ultimax Belts, Stud Boy Studs, and Radio World. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just got home from a 2,500 kilometer tour in Quebec, and part of what I did out there was actually do an on-trail review of this Lynx Stamina Suit. And what I wanted to do was just spend a little bit more time in the garage, giving you a little bit more detail about the suit itself. First of all, you'll notice this is probably the thinnest suit you're ever gonna see. There isn't anything out there that is actually this thin. And initially when I got the suit, I was actually quite surprised. I wasn't sure how it was gonna do in the really cold temps, but I had a great opportunity in Quebec to try this suit out from anywhere between -8, let's say, all the way down to -30. So what I wanted to do is just give you a little bit more detail that I missed in the video. First things first, obviously this is a Lynx suit, but it's actually available in a Skidoo version as well. So the Enduro suit from Skidoo is exactly the same material. It's that same 100 gram Sympatex material that you're gonna get in this particular suit. So they do have a comparable suit in the Skidoo Enduro suit, okay? So one of the things I didn't get to show, obviously on the trail, but did want to give you guys some additional insight into, is how I run my actual E-Link cable for the helmets, any of the BRP helmets, down the side. And what you do is you're going to get 3 clips on the inside of the jacket. I'm going to give you guys some close-ups. And then I gave the guys a tip while I was there. What I do is I'll run this E-Link cord right up through the hook on the jacket, and that way it always keeps it in the center and you're not fumbling around to figure out exactly where it is. So the suit itself, as I mentioned, is extremely thin, extremely lightweight, very easy to kind of maneuver in it. And the Sympatex membrane that they use it's waterproof, it's windproof, very similar to like a Gore-Tex type material. I was really surprised while I was in Quebec. The coldest days we had was around -28 degrees Celsius. And believe it or not, I was still warm in this suit. The only thing I wear underneath is a single base layer from Climb, which is a 2.0 Climb base layer suit. And obviously I wear my tech vest over top of it, which does add a little bit as far as layers for warmth. But I think you'll be surprised when you try it and you just see how thin it is. By far, it's the most comfortable suit I've worn. This is like wearing a pair of pajamas. It's honestly extremely, extremely thin. You'll see rubberized membrane all around the zippers on these suits. They don't let any air in. They don't let any water in. They don't let any snow in. So they're very, very comfortable. Now, surprisingly, I'm not a bib guy. I typically like a standard kind of cut off at the waist pant. But because this suit is so thin, you actually don't really notice the bibs on it. So I really actually enjoyed wearing this for the I wore this for the 8 days that I was touring around Quebec. And I also love the look of it. So one of the things you'll see is an awesome design on the back with the Lynx Racing. Then obviously they've got a couple other brands here, the PPS2 Rotax Blade and XPS logos. But honestly, I was really surprised. And for the most part, I think this is going to be a pretty awesome suit for most folks that are interested in more of the lighter weight stuff versus the heavier, thicker gear that you traditionally see in like an X-Team suit or something like that. So for the most part, I was really, really happy. I think I had maybe one morning where you could sort of feel a little bit of chill, but other than that, it was good to go. I mentioned in the video too, as you'll see coming up, love the pockets. They're really deep. You can get lots of stuff in there. You've got the inner gaiter with a clip, like most jackets have, with a band around here that will allow you to kind of keep that nice tight seal for not allowing any snow or snow dust or air or whatever to come up through the jacket. So that was great as well. So I'm gonna spend a little bit more time. We'll get into the video, and now you guys are gonna hear me review it from the trail.
All right, guys, well, just here on the trail, and I thought I would do just a bit of a video on this new Lynx suit that I've been trying, which is the Stamina Suit. And something I always kind of wanted was the most lightweight possible suit I could possibly find. And this is it. It's crazy. When you put this suit on, it's as thin as a windbreaker. And I was like, there's no way this thing is actually going to be warm. And this is my first saddlebag trip of the year. I've gone through kind of all the different temperatures with it. And shockingly, I cannot believe how warm this suit actually is. It does an excellent job at breaking the wind. It's that Sympatex material that BRP likes to use in their clothing. And I can honestly say I've been actually really impressed with how well it works. You have tons of maneuverability in it just because of how thin and it actually is. There's zero restriction whatsoever when you're wearing this suit. And I got the matching pants for it, and they're actually bibs, and I'm usually not a big fan of bibs, but again, because the material is so thin, I don't feel like I'm restricted whatsoever. So you can really move around in it nice and easy. They're super warm. Obviously, they're waterproof. And great ventilation throughout the suit. You've got some vents on the front, deep pockets. Obviously, I find all the BRP stuff has really nice deep pockets, and you can load it up with whatever you want. Chocolate bars are usually my number one. But, you know, always room for your wallet. I like to keep a battery pack. They've got a nice inside pocket as well. And one of the best things I think that I've been talking about as we've been trying out the Skidoo gear this year is the fact that they've got those E-Link clips kind of built in. So they call it the E-Link system, and it allows you to run your cord down the right side of the jacket. It's got 3 clips, and then you use your D-ring on the bottom to clip on your desk key. So that for me is been my favorite feature. And I was actually showing the guys what I do is I'll pop the magnetic clip that goes to my BRP Oxygen or my Advex helmet, and I'll run it up through the hook on the back of your jacket. That way it just always stays there. It's always in the right place, and it's just really easy to make that connection and that contact for your helmet. So I know I'm not a fan of red, but I gotta say I love the red suit. It's got beautiful graphics for Lynx Racing on the back with really just a nice looking suit overall. A really nice inner gaiter which kind of goes over your boot, and again just allows to prevent from any snow actually getting in, which is quite nice. And again, most suits have that. I would say fitment wise it's very true to size. And I'm wearing an XL jacket just because I like to go a little bit bigger. I size up on my jackets as I'm wearing a tech vest. So, but really overall, I've been super impressed with it. It's also got on that inner curtain, it's got kind of the liner that goes over top of your hands and your thumbs. And that just allows for a nice seal when you get your hands inside the glove. So works really nicely. So yeah, if you guys are thinking about trying any of the Skidoo gear at all, we've been testing it all this winter for really it's kind of our first time trying a lot of the Skidoo gear, and as far as comfort and warmth, it's been really impressive. Now you will notice, obviously with a thinner suit like this, it's kind of more of a hybrid suit, that you're going to get a little bit of airflow. And again, in that super cold temperature like -25 and below, you might feel a little bit of a chill. But my testing this year has been exactly the same under layer gear. So my base layer gear has been Climb 2.0 gear, and obviously the tech vest, which adds another layer of warmth to it. But it's all worked really well. I've been really impressed with it, and I would highly recommend any of the suits for sure, and this one in particular for guys who are running Lynx. Just fantastic overall. So I just wanted to give you guys some of my thoughts on some of the gear this year. It's been a topic of conversation for us that I think a lot of people are constantly asking us about some of the different gear and what are we wearing, what are we using. I get a lot of questions on it, so I hope that helps you guys. And again, if you're definitely in the market for a suit, check out some of the BRP stuff. And like I said, for the guys who are riding on Lynxes, I think you want a matching suit, you can't go wrong with this one. It's fantastic. All right guys, well thanks for watching this video. Always appreciate you riding along. Hope you're enjoying the content this year, and we'll see you on the next one.